had everything from full-bodied apparitions, intelligent and residual EVPs captured. We've had virtually every piece of equipment you can think of in the paranormal field has been utilized and intelligently responded with.
Whoa, what was that?
What?
That was...
Just letting you know, guys, something just poked my neck.
Everything's just got like an extra charge in the air.
So there's just one soldier here with us right now?
What's going on, man?
You're all very chatty a moment ago. Where'd everybody go?
Sitting on 7 acres, the cabin on 360, located in Mechanicsville, Virginia, is a paranormal research site composed of 2 small homes that are situated near the site of one of the most violent battles in the Civil War, the Battle of Cold Harbor. The cabin on 360 has witnessed many tragedies over the years, from Civil War-related casualties to a gruesome murder that took place in one of the homes. The tragedies are speculated to have been fueling a dark and oppressive entity on the property, whose presence is believed to have caused some paranormal investigators to flee from the premises. To discuss more about the history of the property and their respective hauntings is Dennis Estlock, a caretaker and local paranormal investigator.
So you're sitting in the cabin on 360. The cabin itself was built in 1980 on the land that at one time during 1864, the 7 Days Battles, was the battles of Bethesda Church on this property. Within 1.5 miles to 2 miles, 2,264 men were killed, captured, wounded, or missing in action. Now, across the road from us and 0.2 of a mile is the remnants of the foundation for Bethesda Church. That was a Confederate headquarters. 1.5 miles to 1.75 miles back, northeast of us, was the Via House, and that was a Union headquarters. The log cabin that you're in was built in 1980 to be a model home for log cabin sales in this area. The land was purchased in 1978 by Jones Construction and Realty, who are the current owners. The building next door, which is a brick rancher, has an unknown build date. It was prior to them purchasing this land. We just don't know when it was built. As to the paranormal activity that's taken place in the 2 structures in the land, my buddy Ryan Jones, who is a member of the family that owns the property, told me that these were empty structures and it would be worthwhile for us to bring our team in just to investigate and train, so to speak. We could use it as a test lab. So the first day walking in, we heard a disembodied female scream from the basement of the brick rancher next door. It was decided at that point this would definitely be a good place to investigate. So in the 3.5 to 4 years that it's been operating as a location for teams, we've had a few dozen teams come through. We've had everything from full-bodied apparitions, intelligent and residual EVPs captured. We've had virtually every piece of equipment you can think of in the paranormal field has been utilized and intelligently responded with. We've had people been touched out here. We've had people see full-bodied apparitions clear enough that they could describe them, describe the clothing, describe an era of when that would have been a living person. Not only do we have the Civil War battle that took place here, which was That actually was leading up to Cold Harbor battle. Cold Harbor is the per capita deadliest battle of the Civil War. We also have some tragedy within these two buildings. In this structure alone, we had a young lady that attempted to take her life, but had spoken with her best friend on her way here. She owned one of the businesses here. Talked to her best friend, told her that she was in a dark place, and she was headed to the cabin, and hung up and disconnected with her best friend and wouldn't respond to phone calls. Her best friend had the presence of mind to call authorities and ask for a welfare check. When they found the young lady, she had slit both wrists, had swallowed a bottle of Xanax, and was sitting in her office chair just bleeding out. She had a heart rate of about 43 when they found her. The structure next door, on the morning of Friday, October 4th, 1979, a 17-year-old man named Randy Lynn Elliott raped and murdered his 12-year-old half-sister, Melissa Carol Elliott, in the home, threw her body out the back window, dragged her 75 to 100 yards back into the woods, dropped her partially clothed body into a refrigerator box that was found at 10:30 a.m. by construction workers of Jones Construction. Obviously, the police were notified. The full investigation on the murder was begun. She had two .38 caliber bullet wounds to the chest. There were signs of sexual assault. The construction workers reported seeing a black male run across the field. A neighbor reported seeing him as well. The manhunt was on at that point. Hanover County Sheriff did a large perimeter manhunt. Discovered a mile and a half away that a vehicle had been stolen, and put an APB on the East Coast for this young man. He was found 3 days later in Lumberton, North Carolina, stealing another car. Held by Lumberton Police Department. Investigators from Hanover Sheriff's Department went down and interviewed him. He did not deny any of the allegations against him. Did not fight extradition. Did enter a plea agreement for a slightly lesser charge, granting him life in prison versus the death penalty. So he is still serving his life sentence with no chance for parole. He's currently approximately 56 years old.
Alright, so we're on the top floor of the cabin. This area was used as a brothel, and I don't know what more to say. It's been an interesting afternoon. I mean, just going through the walkthrough of the entire property, the cabin, the old home next door, and the woods behind us. I mean, we've experienced quite a bit today. So I'm a bit nervous starting our first experiment, which is to try and see if we can get some what I'm calling initiated conversation, since everything was just kind of happening at us earlier. There's our first time openly attempting to try and invite something to communicate with us. So we've got two flashlights. We have the periscope between that. One flashlight facing me, another one facing the opposite way. We've got Brian and Ryan on cameras, and I've got the spirit box. Now we're going to begin our first initial attempt at invited conversation. Hello? Is there anyone here with us tonight?
Turn it up some more.
Yep, we got something.
What does it take?
If there's someone here with us, Can you please turn off the light? If that was you who turned on the light a moment ago, can you please turn it off? I'm going to ask again. If there's somebody in the room with us, can you please turn off that light? Turn it off all the way if you can hear me.
You almost got it. You gotta put a little bit more energy into it, and then you're good. There you go.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you a man or a woman?
If you're a man, can you turn that light on for us?
I heard all of you.
If you're a woman, can you turn that light on for us?
Do you want me to move the lights? Stop it.
Someone here is clearly a little bit agitated.
Yeah.
My phone went off too. But now it's over.
The light did come on.
Yeah.
Are you agitated with us? If you're a little bit annoyed with us, can you turn on the other torch on the floor?
Anything you want to say?
Anything you want to say?
Did you guys hear that?
No.
I swore I heard you want sex.
Are you a hooker?
Maybe.
Were you paid for sex?
Come here often. Were you a working girl?
Can you tell us what happened in this room a long time ago? Can you tell us what this room is used for? Okay, so the light's on.
Yep.
You know, we were told that this room used to act as a brothel in the area. Is there any truth to that?
I want to ask about the cats. Do you know about the cats? If there are cats here, can you turn the light off?
Oh, God.
Wait, you got it?
Got it.
I think that's what I heard too. Can you tell us about the cats? Or the cat?
Are there cats that live here?
Yes.
Yes. Do the cats have names? Okay, so what we've done is we've switched to the other room. This one has the exposed balcony. It has the doll. What's the doll's name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin has Caitlin, who's standing on the other side of that brick, overlooking the room down there and the banister. So I hope she stays there. But we're able to make some communication in the other room that we were just at. So now what we've done is we still have the spirit box, 2 of the lights, and the periscope. We're just going to see if we can attempt the same way of initiating communication again. So let's try it out. I did the questions last time, so I'm going to sit here with the spirit box and just focus on listening. I'm going to let Brian ask the questions. So I'll just go ahead and relay anything I hear.
All right. We're trying a different room here. We're looking for somebody who wants to communicate with us right now.
It's a little early in the evening, I know, but I'm going to introduce us just in case, just to make it formal. I'm Brian. That's Remzo. And then to my left is Ryan. And we're just here. We're friendly. We're here to try to establish some communication with you to learn a little bit about the history of this location. And we've heard a lot about it today. So from what I can tell, there's a lot of activity here, and we just want to confirm some of this activity.
Right.
So, we would like to. So you heard right? So can you All right, can you start out with giving us your name? I introduced us, so can you give us your name? Hello. Hi there. We're looking for a name. Do you live here? Do you call this place home?
Not really.
Not really.
Hole. I heard one room, and then a hole in it. There is a hole in the floor in this room.
Yeah.
So you probably asked like what room, and the guy said the hole in it.
Yeah, that's the room that we're in. It has a hole in the floor. Do you call this home? Do you consider yourself a visitor like we are? All right.
One light on.
Do you have enough energy to turn that second light on for us? Go ahead and turn that second light on for us.
Back off.
Turn it back off.
All right, you can turn it off. That's fine. We'd like to hear from you. So you're a visitor just like we are. Can you tell us why you're visiting here? Why are you here? Why are you visiting? I told you why we're visiting. Are you a man? Are you a woman? Let us know if you're a woman. What are you looking for?
Is there anyone in this room that would like to speak to us? If there is, can you please tell us your name? Did you live in the cabin? Did you work here?
Are you a visitor? Earlier we were talking to somebody who was a visitor. We got a name, Jack. Is Jack still here? What was that? Did you hear that?
It sounded like a door slammed, but it wasn't any door here. It was like a door at the building next door.
Just letting you know, guys, something just poked my neck.
Alright. Is that you that just closed the door next door?
You heard that.
We did hear that. Yes. Did you make that sound? Were you next door? Are you at the building next door?
Hanging out.
What are you hanging up?
Are you here with us? Are you in the cabin?
That's probably an air conditioner.
Yes?
The light flashed from that.
Okay. I just felt a breeze. And
Are you standing next to Brian? Ask him to touch you.
Yeah, was that you that blew the cold air on me? I felt that. Okay.
Can you tell us your name?
You can tell Ryan. Ryan's listening to you.
What? I didn't see it blink. It just turned off.
No, I
The
saw,
back room.
Yeah, I saw something on this camera over here.
Uh-huh.
That's got the close-up of the...
Said it was in the back room.
Something in the bottom left of the screen caught my eye, and it was like a movement. Was that you? Did you move in front of this
My
camera?
leg. Okay, cut it.
We got some good answers out of you.
I did say, you heard that, and then I heard Brian say, yes, we did hear that.
Do you want to know what we heard?
Sure.
We heard the door at the building next door slam.
Really?
Yeah, both of us.
You
And
guys
then-
are gonna have a good time with
And
it.
then,
I'm staying.
and then we asked, and now it is on. Then we asked, you know,
It's still recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? And you said just chilling.
Yeah, and then that was when the cool breeze hit me, right?
I've been getting cold drafts hitting me, like they've been
Yeah.
around the hand that I was holding the spirit box. Like just now, I just felt it around my shin.
So when you said my leg,
It was
was that you talking about your leg?
no,
Okay.
it was very fragmented. If that makes any sense. So I heard a male go, "Ah, my leg."
Okay.
It was kind of broken up like that, and at first I was like, "Did I hear that?" And then I was like, "Okay, it's worth mentioning." So that's when I said it. I didn't say it as I heard it. I said it like a couple seconds later.
Okay. So
But you heard it. It sounded like
it was
actual human spirit.
Yeah, like this
Okay.
time with you, it was a lot more directed towards our questions, mainly Brian's. But for the first couple that you did, it was directly like it was pretty, direct because it was the sounds, then it was where are you, then it was here with us, and then at one point it was like or are you in the? I asked, are you in the cabin, and then you said in the back room.
Yeah.
So there's that. I think it might be that back room downstairs.
There is.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
So we heard, both Remzo and I definitely heard that sound. And
Because it was a door slam, but it was like next door.
Yeah. It was clear, but not here.
So we're getting a baseline of just a couple of blips. It's not needing more than one bracket. the one room back there, when I walked in the doorway, like this was going all the way. Then when I grabbed Ryan, we went back there, went back to just that.
Okay.
So we know that this has a little bit more of a frequency than the other house does. But then again, the other house is primarily wood. This was actually made to be something, really livable.
Where'd you put the gun case?
It's right there. So, yeah, that's it right now.
Okay.
So we're good for reading. There's a charge in the air. I think it's also the fact that it's humid. Now, hotter temperatures, it's air moving faster or something like that. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Ryan. With me is my brother Remso, and in front of me, behind the camera, is Brian. Can you tell us your name? In my right hand is a small silver box. If you can speak into it, we'll hear what your name is. So can you go ahead and tell me what your name is? Dennis was here earlier giving us a tour of the home. Do you know who Dennis is?
Did you hear that?
No.
You didn't hear a shriek?
No.
Me, no.
Hello, my name is Ryan. With me is my brother Remso, and in front of me, behind the camera, is Brian. Can you tell us your name? In my right hand is a small silver box. If you can speak into it, we'll hear what your name is. So can you go ahead and tell me what your name is? Dennis was here earlier giving us a tour of the home. Do you know who Dennis is? Did you hear that?
Didn't even get picked up on there.
Did you just get touched?
My elbow.
Yeah.
How could you tell?
I saw him moving his arm. What did you hear?
I thought I heard just like a quick shriek, but since it didn't get caught on air and no one else heard it, I'm just gonna say I may have just been hearing.
Most of the EMF is coming from you. Just look at me. Then when I go to you,
What the hell, Remso?
why is my right hand like hot? Like Brian, really nothing.
Nothing on me?
Like, of course this camera's in me, but when I get close to you, nothing. When I bring it over to Remso, maybe over by your stomach.
I've got nothing. Got no metal, no jewelry, no surgeries,
No pins in your...
no pacemakers, no metal skull. Try to let my arm.
What is going on, man?
Well, this is really weird because, you saw me walk around with my EMF reader holding it, and it wasn't doing that.
Like right now, this whole entire area is lighting up.
You want to try a session here? Because this is not here. We walked around this entire
Because look at me.
area, and
really
it was the
nothing.
baseline was one bracket. That's going 2, 3, 4 brackets. How?
Not so much on you now.
Because it wasn't really like
Right now, it's still by your stomach, and it's not your light. Look at this.
Let me try walking over there. I'll walk here. Now try it. Here. It's back to baseline.
Look what I just noticed down here.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that, cable?
Yeah.
It's a cable. It's not the cable that's emitting it. It's this thing right here.
Oh, now I see it. I was looking through the viewfinder and I couldn't see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's debunked.
This outlet is emitting it.
And I'll put it around you.
This entire area is lit when I stand over here.
Yeah.
See,
Okay, so the random burst of electromagnetic frequency is debunked. It was just we were standing because those outlets are like super charged right now. They're more so than a regular outlet.
let me walk over here. Like, look, really nothing.
Okay.
This building's got a charge to it.
Hey, got some light in here.
Okay, so that's cool.
Oh, my wrist.
Okay. Of course, we heard her. Yeah. It's not.
I'm always catching it mid-conversation.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to walk in here.
Yeah.
My ribs. It's like someone just went. Yeah, look at this. This is letting out.
That's how it was when I walked in there the first time.
Like it's going by this closet. Nothing so much here.
This is the brother's room. This is where he lived.
All right, so this is where the not so good stuff happens.
Ooh, ribs.
This is where I didn't want to walk in earlier. This is where Dennis says this is where people feel sick.
If you're making my little box right here light up, can you make it light up all the way so that we can hear this little box make a little alarm sound? Can you come over here and grab on to the top part of this box so we can continue to see it light up?
I have a light. Do you want to do a light session?
Not yet. Let me see if this is anything.
Like we all know that the circuits in the house work.
Yeah.
We know there's something a little extra. Like everything's just got like an extra charge in the air. Like the baseline was already, it's gonna be a little bit more up than it would be in the cabin, or even just another home, for example. Like there's stupid terms. There's energy in the air.
Yeah.
So we know that it's gonna be a little bit more infrequent because of that.
Let's go back to this room over here.
That one.
The front living room area. And let's do a flashlight session.
For kind of moving down, you see that. Did you hear a little singing?
Is there anybody in here? Is that you? Sorry.
You're good.
I heard something very distinctive in there.
Did you hear your girl's voice?
No, it was footsteps.
Okay. I thought I heard like someone like sing. Oh my god.
If there's someone here with us, can you knock 3 times like this? Someone here was knocking earlier. Can you knock like this? Someone here was knocking earlier. Can you knock like this? Someone here was knocking earlier. Can you knock like this?
Someone here is here. Can you knock like this?
If you don't want to speak with us, can you make a sign to let us know?
Do you hear that? Yeah. Do you hear that knocking?
Yeah. If you don't want to speak with us, can you make a sign to let us know?
Do you hear that? Yeah. Do you hear that knocking?
Yeah. If you don't want to speak with us, can you make a sign to let us know?
Do you hear that? Yeah. Do you hear that knocking?
Yeah.
I heard it. It's like downstairs. Yep, it's the basement. Those three guys. Yep. I heard it. It's like downstairs. Yep, it's the basement. Those three guys. Yep. It's just going constantly for me. Let's move into
One of the rooms.
one of the rooms. I was thinking maybe this back room over here,
Okay.
the kitchen. I want to get away from this big
Space where things can echo.
picture window. Yeah, because I'm picking up a lot of. I'm telling you though, I'm hearing some banging, right? Because we're doing this. All right, Phasma box session here. Whoa, hello? Did you say kitchen?
Are you in the kitchen? Are you in this house with us? So we heard someone earlier. Are they still here? Did it just say Dennis?
I think so.
Did you just say Dennis? The cabin.
Yep.
Are you at the cabin? Do you know who Dennis is?
Yeah, he slipped.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
That was.
Did you just see Brian kick my device? Which one? Yeah, the one that's on the floor over here. Do you see it? It's on the floor.
So, do you have a name? Ed?
Ed or Ann?
Can you clarify that? Was it Ed or Ann? Evan?
Evan? Do you have a name? We just had multiple names come through a box. Are there multiple spirits here? Are you trying to pick a name for yourself?
Got quiet.
Hey, Mom.
Where'd everybody go?
Is my light blinding you?
Nope.
Super quiet.
You're all very chatty a moment ago. Where'd everybody go? So who was in the kitchen?
It's super quiet.
Yeah, that's weird. Couldn't make that out.
I heard growl. Did you just growl at us? Did you just call us a You know, it's funny, Dennis uses that word a lot. Asshole. You have a nerd light on you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Search engine. Turn on your other light.
Flashlight?
So, who called us?
Nothing. You called? You guys know Dennis?
Do you know Dennis?
Mercy?
Do you remember Dennis from earlier? He gave us a tour of the home? No, not dead. Should go or something go? Can you tell us what happened in this house?
All right, so who's in here with us?
Chris. Did you say Chris was in here? Is there a Chris here?
I keep hearing father.
Yeah. How many minutes has this been recorded for?
Hard to say. You mean this particular session?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't say.
I have total time. There's probably a way for me to tell, but something touching?
There's a light in this room that we're in. Can you turn it on for us?
Let me have more.
You're not kidding?
No, I heard that. Who used to live in the room that we're in right now? Who's walking over by the kitchen? I'm sorry, can you repeat yourself? I heard something. I heard something, you're dead.
Yeah. That's some pretty strong language. What's going on? That's some pretty strong language we heard.
I think he said this could be residual.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? No. You didn't hear help? No. I hear dogs. Did someone just yell out for help?
Whoa, what was that?
What?
Whoa, what was that?
What?
Whoa, what was that?
What?
That was.
Are you guys hearing shit?
I heard that from behind you. I heard help
Yeah.
that way.
Did someone just yell out for help?
Well, let's get in a little bit.
Jesus.
The animals are...
I heard something. It might have been a bird or something screeching, or an owl or something maybe.
Gosh, those dogs are not being okay.
Yeah, so as you can see here, like this is the big open space. This is where like all around here, they think there are just a ton of graves, just people that were just like left behind to rot for a while.
So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat my question. If there are any soldiers here, can you straighten out both those rods and point them directly at me?
Okay.
It's close. I'll take it. So we're going to be working on the premise that we're communicating with soldiers right now.
Are there multiple soldiers here? If so, could you swing those rods out and touch Remzo on the shoulders? Or in the elbows? With those dowsing rods?
When they do a motion like that, it means no.
Oh, okay.
So
there's just one soldier here with us right now? Can you cross the rods?
you hear that?
Yeah, some kind of...
Talking. It's like a walkie-talkie or
like a bird or something. So they're crossed.
Yeah. All right, so there's one soldier here with us. Do you live here? If you live here, can you straighten those rods out for us? Yeah, you live here?
Do I hear someone talking to my right? If I hear someone talking over in a direction I'm aiming my flashlight, can you touch Remso's left shoulder with both those rods? Okay. Is that you that we hear talking? If that's you we hear talking, can you point both those rods at Brian?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Do you want us to go to you? Do you want us to go to where we hear you talking? If you want us to go to where we hear you talking, can you touch Remso's left shoulder with both those rods? Too bad no. So I think we have a pretty good understanding right now that we are in contact with someone, and this spirit is indicating that it is talking in the direction I'm aiming my flashlight.
So it doesn't want us to go any further.
Are you a soldier? If this is a soldier that we're speaking with, can you point both those rods at Brian again? Okay.
Brian, hold it. Hold one. You want to know what it feels like this time? Kind of feels like...
Mm-hmm. I've experienced that before.
Yeah, like, it's just like someone's just like tapping it up and down. Because, you know, folks at home, like the biggest criticism, it's like, oh, it's almost like it could very easily move one way or another. But, like, you know, while there are many reasons why that could happen other than paranormal.
Watch this.
What doesn't make... Yeah, like, watch that. Like, it's still pretty much straight. But nothing should be causing it to kind of do that bounce at the end, like someone's poking it. And that's how I felt both of them doing it at the same time. So...
Based on what the three investigators encountered during their stay at the cabin on 360, they believe the many deaths which have occurred on the property have been a source fueling demonic activity. While the team did not have enough evidence at the property to determine how long this entity has been there, they do believe, however, that the suffering of those whose lives were lost on this property continues beyond the grave.